Hey Swaggy Swan family, thanks for tuning in. If you're a newbie, go ahead and click subscribe. You're going to want to get notifications. I have great tips about how to care for your child's natural hair. This video is going to be great as well. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, thanks for coming back. And this is going to be a great video. Happy fall. It is fall, guys. And with that comes lots of changes for your child's natural hair care routines. For this video, I'm going to go over Savannah's fall hair washing routine. So this is going to be really important. So for your child, just like I do for Savannah, as the seasons change, when we're transitioning into the fall and even winter, the air quality changes, and that can be very damaging on your child's hair. So it's really important to start to switch out your products, get an idea of what you kind of need to move to the left of the shelf, and bring on out those good products as the weather has changed. I'll go over some of the things that are important to pay attention to and kind of why I switch out products and what I use on Savannah's hair as we transition into the fall, and what I do differently with her fall hair wash routine. So let's get into it, guys. So here's a quick tip, guys. Washing your child's hair can be kind of stressful for some children. Savannah is in a routine, so it's kind of easy for her, but something you can do is kind of switch it up with them. You can wash their hair in the tub during bath time sometimes, or you can do the changing table on the counter and have them on their back, wash it that way, or you can do what I'm doing here. You can actually fill up a deep sink if you have one, and you can use this as a time for play. So for example, I'm going to wash Savannah's hair in the sink, and I'm going to put her bathing suit on, of course, and she's going to play with her toys while I wash her hair. So it's not going to be me, washing her body or anything like that, but this will be a fun time for her so she's not focused on me. Of course, I'm using the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Chamomile and Argan Baby Oil shampoo. I've been using that since she was a baby. Now, here's a big takeaway from this video. You want to write this down or make a mental note. As the weather changes, especially fall into winter, you want to make sure you're using a gentle shampoo in your child's hair. Now is not the time to get a heavy, thick shampoo, okay? You want to make sure that the shampoo is very gentle on the hair. Research shows that's a better option to do as harsher weather comes in with harsher air. Okay, now the conditioner, this is key. If you've noticed, I don't usually use conditioner in Savannah's hair, but with the seasons changing into fall and winter, I do. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut Custard Make It Last conditioner. So as videos go on in the next couple of weeks and months, you're going to see me incorporating a lot of conditioners and even deep conditioners. Also, this is the Coconut Custard Revival Curl Oil. It's also Make It Last Wash and Go line from Shea Moisture. That's an oil for after I'm done washing and conditioning her hair. These are key products for the process. The most key product, again, being the conditioner. I'm incorporating conditioning her hair because you'll see it's super important for these seasons. And of course, I have her hooded towel. It's nice and big. The material is great. And I picked that towel up at Walmart. It was a reasonable price. It's the Trolls themed towel. She loves it. And again, it's super huge, so she'll be able to use it for a long time. I have a detangling brush there. That detangling brush I actually got from TJ Maxx, their hair care section. They also have a textured hair care section, and I found that detangling brush there. So I went ahead and I filled up the sink. As you can see, Savannah has on her swimsuit. She has a couple of play toys that are in front of her. She's in the water. She's not going to focus on me at all, and I'm going to begin. So I'm going to start off with damping her hair with some nice warm water, and I'm going to begin. So first things first, you just want to make sure that you're wetting even the perimeter all around the hair. I don't really like to do anything on dry hair, so I just like to get her hair nice and wet before I actually apply her shampoo. That shampoo that I've been using since she was an infant, it's not the type of shampoo that is really heavy. So again, I would recommend just wetting the hair before you put it on. Wetting the hair first helps this shampoo to carry and go a long way. So it's considered a gentle shampoo because ideally it is made for infants and babies, but I've been using it in Savannah's hair for so long. She is soon to be 2 in a couple of months, and I just feel like this shampoo gets the job done. I make sure to scrub her scalp and to really work the shampoo in there, and it does its main job. And the main job of the shampoo is to seriously cleanse the scalp and cleanse the hair strands. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working it smoothly, but in a sense vigorously, just to make sure I'm getting out any buildup. I don't use too much product on Savannah's hair, but I use this opportunity just to make sure I'm not missing any areas and really working this shampoo through. Now, I know a lot of people prefer shampoos that have, huge lather and are really heavy. Again, guys, a gentle shampoo during the seasons where the weather is starting to change and become more rougher and harsh is really recommended. You want to put more energy into having a conditioner that's heavier versus a shampoo that's too heavy. You really have to remember that your child's hair is really about to go through some serious changes. With the weather getting cooler, their hair is going to be more delicate, and you don't want to have even a clarifying shampoo or a shampoo that's too strong that's going to make their hair even more brittle or weaker. Once I've shampooed Savannah's hair to my liking, as you can see, I usually do it by section. I just go ahead and I take some warm water and I rinse it out, and then I begin to work on the top section of her hair. Now, the reason I do sections in Savannah's hair is because it's just absolutely not possible to do everything as a whole. Savannah has very kinky, curly, thick hair, which is a great thing. That's wonderful, of course, but in knowing that, I have to work smart, and also I have to work quickly, because even though she does well with hair washing, I'm not oblivious to the fact that she is a toddler, so time is of the essence. I don't have time to work not smartly, so I just go ahead and I section it off. Usually in 2 sections is what works best for me. So if you're struggling with how to make the best of your time when washing your child's hair, I would recommend the half up, half down. Working on the bottom section and then working on the top seems to be really efficient. Now let's get into the conditioning. So this coconut custard conditioner is really good. It's nice and thick. You're going to want to transition to a very, very thick and hearty conditioner as you go into the fall season. Now there's very good reasons behind that, guys. You don't want a light conditioner. There's no point of that. Save that for the spring and the summer. You need a thick, long lasting, penetrating conditioner, although this is not labeled as a deep conditioner, and I will show you guys a deep conditioner video and a product that you can use as a deep conditioner. This is not that, but this is a good, great general conditioner that you can use. As you can see, it's starting to help her curls become defined and wave up. But you are going to want to choose a conditioner that is of a thicker consistency, because you have to remember something. With the change of weather in the fall, you have a lot of elements going against your child's hair, meaning that you have the inside air, which is very dry, and then you have the outside air, which is very cool. Okay, so those are 2 different air qualities that are just not great for natural or textured hair, as some people call it. Okay, and what that's going to do is create serious dryness both indoors and outdoors for your child. So fall is a time of questioning, do you wash their hair more? Do you wash their hair less? In my opinion, I already don't wash Savannah's hair that frequently. I might wash it once a week, or honestly once every other week, because her hair can get very dried out and stripped of its natural oils if I wash it more frequently than that, believe it or not. So to each his own. You know your child's hair, so you know what works best for them in terms of a washing routine. But I can stress this enough: as the colder weather starts to come in with these seasons, be mindful with the frequency at which you're choosing to wash their hair. So choose a routine that makes sense. If you don't want the hair to be too dry and you're trying to retain moisture and work on moisture control in their hair, I would say to scale back on the hair washing and scale up on the type of products you're using. For example, scale up on the level of conditioner, meaning get a very, very thick conditioner. So the fewer times that you are washing the hair, you're making the most of it. Hopefully that makes sense. So as you can see what I'm doing here, again, the half up and half down, which makes things just extremely easy for me, and I'm able to work very, very quickly. So I've conditioned her hair already, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rinse down that back part there, and then I'll rinse the top. All right, so as I go ahead and finish up on Savannah's hair, I'm literally, again, like I said, I'm just rinsing out the conditioner on both the top half and the bottom half. I'm going to take this time to say a really good point. I think many people don't know this, so this is extremely, extremely important, guys. When it comes to a fall regimen and hair wash routine for your child and conditioner in general, you need to know what is your child's hair strength. Okay, in order to determine what is your child's hair strength, this is how you determine it. So listen here. And the reason you need to know what their hair strength is because you need to know how protein affects your child's hair. You need to know whether your child's hair needs protein or if your child's hair does not need a lot of protein. That is a huge factor in how their hair is going to do in this fall and winter season and how their hair is in general. Okay, understanding the effects of protein. So this is how you figure it out and how you figure out how to stop the drying of their hair. So you're going to brush your child's hair and you need to watch how their hair strands snap in order to figure out whether protein will help or hurt their hair. So take a small section of their hair and you'll go ahead and you'll take a comb or a brush and you'll brush or comb it. Now, if any of those strands, when stretching, if they stretch and break, your child's hair needs more protein. However, if you comb or brush it and stretch it out and it just bounces right back to its regular curl pattern or pattern without breaking, then no, your child does not need more protein and does not need a conditioner that contains protein. So that should be really helpful, guys, in understanding your child's current strength of their hair strands. And that's what's going to help you to choose an appropriate conditioner and even oil and creams for their hair going into this fall and yet later winter season. So here I'm going to go ahead, because I'm done washing and conditioning Savannah's hair, I'm adding that Revival Curl Oil to her hair. And I really like this oil. For one, it smells really good. It's not too much, but I also like it because in a sense it's heavy, but at the same time it's just enough. Now you're going to want to pick heavier oils going into fall, and you're also going to want to add some type of oil or cream to your child's fall hair washing and conditioning routine for afterwards. Your routine cannot possibly just end with adding a shampoo and conditioner, because you are going to dry out their hair and their hair is going to break off. If your child has hair similar to Savannah or 4C, 4B, any type 3, type 4 hair, you are most definitely going to want to continue your regimen even after you've shampooed and conditioned the hair. The hair loves to be moisturized. It will only thrive if you're adding the correct oils, heavy oils, and the correct creams to it afterwards. So you can pick and choose. You don't need to do both. You don't need to do an oil and a cream. Really, that's a lot, maybe in the winter, but for fall, a nice heavy oil or a nice heavy cream after you've washed the hair is a great sealant, and that's what's going to help the hair not to break as the weather gets cooler. So all I'm doing here is I went ahead and I added that oil. Another great go-to that's a really, really good, thick, nice, enriching oil, as you know, is the authentic Jamaican black castor oil. The link is in the description box, the one that I've used to grow her hair, strengthen her hair, and it's really, really beneficial, especially in the fall and going into the winter seasons later in the year. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video and learned some great things. As you can see here, Savannah's hair is fall ready and good to go. Make sure you took some notes. Rewind the video if you need to go back and take some notes. That's not a problem. Turn your notification bell on so you're not missing any of these great upcoming videos that I have planned for you guys. It is about to get so real because, as you know, we definitely have to take extra care of our little one's hair as this weather starts to get a little bit cooler and as the seasons change. So if you want to continue this conversation, head on over to our Instagram, guys. We'd love to hear from you, love to hear your questions, know what you're thinking. Take care, guys. God loves you all. We love you. Thanks for hanging with the Swaggy Swans.